Isn't it rich? Are we a pair? Me here at last on the ground, and you in midair. Send in the clouds. Hello, and welcome to Baking with Keith. Today, in our final installment, we are going to be making some Irish soda bread from my own recipe that I've tinkered with and played with myself. We have all the fun ingredients over here, and let's throw it all together. First, we're going to start with 3 cups of all-purpose flour. You dump it. You guys love it when I say dump it. You dump it, because I got a lot. And you just eyeballing this. It's just Irish soda bread. It's very hard to mess up, but I'm gonna. And then you do I do 1 cup of whole wheat flour on top of that. So this is brand new, so it's gonna make a mess. Oh, look at all the flour everywhere. Yeah, we're ready now. 1 cup of that. You dump it. You're gonna get a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. That's a 1/4 teaspoon thing. You dump it. And then we need the soda of the Irish soda bread. Some baking soda to give it lift. It says 1.5 teaspoons. That's 1. I'm just gonna eyeball the other 1/2 because it doesn't matter if there's a lot more. And then we're gonna mix that up a little bit. Let's see here, whisk it. Next we're gonna cut in about a 1/2 stick of frozen butter. And I got my little fun pastry cutter here. And similar to the snapping method with the biscuits, you just want to get it like incorporated into the flour, but not nearly as much butter as the biscuits had. And then you get a really good pastry cutter that lets your butter just stick up right here. It's great. You just cut it in until it's like small pieces and like it's sand. Isn't it bliss? Don't you approve? One who keeps tearing around, and one who can't move. Where are the clouds? Yeah, I don't see any big chunks, so we're good. Send in the clouds. Perfect. I'll give you one little snap. Snap it in.
You know what the people want.
I know what the people need. They need me to snap in the butter. Just find the big chunks and snap them. We need 2 tablespoons of honey. And I'm going to do a trick that I got saw on TikTok. You just take a tablespoon, you just imprint it in your flour. You pour the honey right in there. And we're gonna get our other wet stuff in, kind of like a little well. 2 cups of buttermilk. That smells like buttermilk.
I don't think that's staying in your well.
No, it's definitely not staying in the well. I don't really care about the well too much. And then a beaten egg.
I got it.
Okay. Get that all mixed in. Wash your hands. Always have clean hands. Take your wedding ring off because you're gonna play with dough. Just when I stopped opening doors. Oops. All right, and before we start mixing, we have some raisins that have been soaking in whiskey. I've never done that before, but you know, it's probably gonna taste good, but you know, I don't wanna add the whiskey to that too much, so you just pour yourself a little glass of whiskey that's been soaked in raisins. And hopefully that'll taste not weird. That's not bad, it's just sugar. So add the raisins in and stir in with a wooden spoon. You want to do this until like a rough dough forms. Mix. already, this feels like it's gonna need some more flour. So we're gonna heavily liberally paint our countertop here.
We already got some over there. So.
Well, that's accident flour. We need extra flour.
This is on-purpose flour.
This is on-purpose flour.
Not all-purpose flour, or
No.
is it both?
It's multi-purpose flour. Spread it out, spread it out. And then we just take this and just dump it onto this work surface here.
Dump it.
Dump it. We're gonna work it until it makes a rough dough, and then divide that in two. Yeah, this is very sticky, so this will be fun. Yeah, I can tell already. Let's just pour this. Like I said, everything, you just eyeball it.
That's what baking is.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely not like the most scientific part of cooking. But when you're doing quick breads, it's easier. And just smooth that out, get flour all over your shirt. All right, let's do that. Get a little flour in that. All right, let's cut it in half. And make 2 rounds. I know you guys I could make one really big one, but I just want 2 little loaves. 2 little balls like that. And I just like playing with it because it's fun. All right, and we transfer our little dough balls onto our prepped baking sheet. And we're gonna let it rise for about like 15 minutes. Now that you let them rest for them not to rise at all, you cut a cross in them, for Catholicism reasons. You let a big timer go off during your noises. And then you stick them in the oven, 375 degrees for about 45 minutes. Timer 4500. And then you'd wait again. Making my entrance again with my usual flair. Sure of my lines, no one was there. All right, they're about 10 minutes early, but they look pretty done. So, I could smell them in the other room. Pull these guys out. Lift them up. Yeah, it's pretty good.
What are you listening for then?
I don't know. You're just supposed to do it. You knock it on the bottom. Yeah. Let them cool. All right, let's take a slice, see how it looks. Lovely crumb. Let's just get a big old slab. And then, of course, you gotta do it up with some Kerrygold butter. Perfection. Just break it up. Take a bite. A+. Thank you, everybody. This has been Baking with Keith. Don't you love a farce? My fault, I fear. I thought you'd want what I want. Sorry, my dear. But where are the clowns? Send in the clowns. Don't bother, they're here. We'll cut it off.